Hey, last year I bought a thatching rake from Amazon.com, and a thatching rake is designed to go out into your yard and you start raking with that thing, and it pulls up like all of the thatch. It pulls up all of the dead grass and all this other kind of debris really close down to the ground. Because what happens is that stuff just builds up over time. And then, like when you water your lawn, the water just sits on top and it doesn't get all the way down into the roots. And our yard had a lot of thatch in it. So I bought this thatching rake and went out to work, and it was honestly like it was a serious workout. It was I think it probably took me, I'll bet easily 6 weeks to get my entire front yard done, because it was a workout, man. My shoulders were killing me. I would go out for a run on Saturdays, and then I would come back and I would spend an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours on some Saturday mornings pulling the thatch out of the yard. And I'm saying that because when I was like, as I would finish each section, the yard would look really rough. It would seem like there were some bare spots, and like as the following week would go by, like I was kind of wondering if if I didn't kill the yard, if I didn't kill the grass, like if I didn't do something too much to the point. And the reality is, I had to take away what was dead so that the yard would live. So after that initial week, after that initial 10 days, what I noticed was the yard really came back, because it was getting oxygen onto the ground. It was getting oxygen on the roots. When I would water, the water would get down to the roots, and it completely revitalized our front yard. So I had to scrape out, like something had to die in order for that to happen, and I had to scrape out all of that dead in order to find new life. So Luke 24:1-7 is Luke's resurrection narrative. And it says this: "But very early on Sunday morning, the women went to the tomb, taking the spices they had prepared. They found that the stone had been rolled away from the entrance, so they went in, but they didn't find the body of the Lord Jesus. As they stood there," turned one too many pages, "puzzled, two men suddenly appeared to them, clothed in dazzling robes. The women were terrified and bowed with their faces to the ground. Then the men asked, 'Why are you looking among the dead for someone who's alive? He isn't here, he's risen from the dead. Remember what he told you back in Galilee, that the Son of Man must be betrayed into the hands of sinful men and be crucified, and that he would rise again on the third day.'" So here's this spiritual truth that in order to find life, something has to die. We know this from seeds. We know this as we watch every year here in western Nebraska, as the trees like lose all their leaves, seem to die. As our yards get brown, they seem to die. And then there's just that new cycle every single spring of new life. The resurrection of Jesus isn't just something that happened one time. It's the reason that we are who we are, because we have new life through Christ. And in order for us to have this new life, he had to die. Someone had to die in order for new life to come. And that person was Jesus. Today, I just want you to think about what does the resurrection mean in your own life? How does Christ's resurrection give you hope that you will be resurrected? This is a theme that we'll be talking about over the next few days. But today I just want you to think about the concept that someone died so that you would have life. And we see that in nature, and we see that in our faith. I love you, praying with you, praying for you today, and looking forward to seeing you again soon.